This is Tamara, your courtroom companion. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a faithful follower, welcome back. On this channel, we talk about family court, custody, and narcissism. So if those topics interest you, you're in the right place. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to win against a narcissist in court. It's very tricky. And so this video, I'm going to share with you 4 strategies to adopt if you're going to win against a narcissist in court. But stay tuned until the end because I'm going to share with you and sort of like an extra secret. After I share those 4 strategies, I'm going to share with you a secret that I think will be very beneficial to you if you are going to, go up against a narcissist in court. As always, what I express here is just my own personal opinions. I'm not a therapist. I'm not an attorney, so I'm just sharing my experiences with being in the family court system for 8 years. And another disclaimer on this sort of video is that my ex was never formally diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, but all of his behaviors, in my opinion, line up to that of a narcissist, and so I'm speaking from that place of just these are my opinions based on his behaviors and patterns of behaviors. Just a reminder, hit that bell notification and that subscribe button so you will know when I upload my content. So just as sort of an intro to this video, I want to point you to the video I created as the intro for this channel because in that video I describe why you should keep coming back to my channel. And the primary reason for that, or the primary concept of this whole channel, was born out of the idea and the fact that I went to court against what I see as a narcissist and I won custody. And so this whole channel is built on that concept. So what I'm sharing here are just kind of 4 strategies, sort of just a brief explanation of each of those, but this whole channel is about this concept. So definitely check out my other content related to this topic. So how do you win against a narcissist in court? So the first strategy to win against a narcissist is to choose the right attorney. I go really in depth on this topic on a video specifically around how to select the right attorney. So I'll link that in the cards above and in the description below. Selecting the right attorney is all about that attorney's knowledge and experience with working with narcissists. That's why you have to select the right one. They can clean up things in court for you if the narcissist twists things or lies or misrepresents facts or rewrites history or things like that. A good attorney will be able to get you out of that, will be able to show the narcissist for what he or she is, which is a pathological liar. So number 1 is to choose the right attorney. Strategy number 2 is to organize your documentation. That can be emails, text messages, medical records, school records, or if you use our Family Wizard application, you can pull records from there as well, or any other co-parenting software, you can use that documentation as well, but your documentation needs to be really organized. See, the narcissist is a pathological liar, so he or she counts on people not keeping up with all the lies and the misrepresentations. That's what they count on. And so your documentation has to be very, very organized on every topic. And let's just say one of the topics is, sports, the kids' sports games. Let's say the narcissist is saying that you don't have all the equipment, or that you miss games, or you miss practices. If that's come up in text before, you know that the narcissist is going to say that in court. So what I would suggest is scroll through all the emails and text messages that your other parent has sent you and just kind of figure out, okay, this is going to be the lie, this is going to be the lie. Okay, so just look at what he or she is accusing you of and you gather your documentation to refute those lies. So documentation is super important. The only way that a narcissist can win in court is by lying. And how you beat that narcissist in court is to have documentation to refute all of the lies that they tell in court. That's the key. All of your documentation will each become a trial exhibit. So every email, every text message, every medical record, every school record, if you bring those to court, they will be considered trial exhibits and they will go into the judge's final decision on what to do with court or what to do with custody. So definitely have all of your documentation organized in a way that you can quickly reference it. Strategy number 3 is to always do depositions as part of your custody hearing, and do them way early if at all possible. As I mentioned, narcissists lie. Lying in court is, not a big deal for a narcissist, although it is for most people. They don't want to perjure themselves, but narcissists don't seem to care about that. And so a deposition is no different. A deposition is something that your attorney it's called deposing the other party. And you'll want to have that done way in advance. And it's on record. What a narcissist or what anybody says under deposition is actually taken under oath. And so the advantage to doing them and to doing them early is that a narcissist won't be able to keep up with all their lies. And so you want to have them do their deposition early, and then when you come to court, he's going to forget, or she's going to forget what they said months in advance. And so you can kind of show them out to be a liar in court, which destroys their credibility. That's a huge benefit you have to going up against a narcissist, is that they lie so much they can't keep up with everything. Strategy number 4 is to prepare just as much for your offensive position as well as your defensive position in court. Your offensive position is when you present your case and you get cross-examined by the opposing attorney. Your defensive position is when the other party presents their case and you have to defend against their case. And you have to prepare for that. But you have to prepare just as much as for your offense. So when your attorney gets up and presents your case, that's your offense. So you have to prepare just as much for that. I mentioned earlier in the video that I would give you a secret to going up against a narcissist in court, and it's related to this 4th strategy of preparing both your offense and your defense. But specifically, the secret has to do with preparing your offense. Now, you might want to, as a strategy, go in and talk about how horrible the other parent is. That might be an offensive strategy, but I don't think it's the most effective. What I have found that the most effective strategy for going up against a narcissist, your offense should be presenting what a great parent you are. That should be your offense. Talking about how wonderful you are as a parent, talking about the things you do with the children, the activities you put them in, the events you take them to, you schedule the doctor appointments, you keep up with, fundraisers and things like that. That's what you should use your trial time for, is to present what a wonderful parent you are, as opposed to what a horrible parent the other parent is. That shouldn't be your strategy, in my opinion. I have found it to be most effective in your offensive position is to talk about how great you are as a parent. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. These 4 strategies have served me well during my time of representing myself. And again, this whole channel is built on the concept that you can represent yourself if you need to. I also think that there are times when you might want to get an attorney. I had to do that from time to time. And but if you find yourself in a position of having to defend yourself, I hope some of these strategies will work. Obviously, the first one is to get a good attorney, and I do believe that is important from time to time, but the other strategies are just as important. If you can't afford an attorney, that you can get your documentation in order. You can prepare a good offense and things like that. So I hope this video was helpful to you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.